By 2025, a quarter of all young persons will be African. Energetic, creative, they must be appropriately empowered.
It's always been a narrative about poverty, a narrative of hunger. And Africa should not be growing poverty. Africa should be growing wealth.
Competition is based on knowledge, and I think it's now widely recognized that we're in a knowledge economy.
So putting investments in a sector with the highest potential to move the largest number of people out of poverty makes a lot of sense.
In 2004, a visionary Ugandan plant scientist led 8 universities into the first year of the RUFORUM network.
To me, the initial mission was a very simple one. Start dreaming about the future role of African universities.
This was the start of an ambitious journey to revolutionize higher agricultural education through training, research, networking and capacity building with universities for the benefit of smallholder farmers and African communities.
I paid school fees for my son. I'm proud of that.
By 2009, there were 25 member universities in 13 countries. RUFORUM grantees were required to carry out their research with smallholder farmers. Soft skills training and new models of research and teaching were being piloted.
I have always wanted to interact with farmers. Sometimes I used to think maybe it's just lab and more lab, but this was awesome.
The main output is that universities needed to become learners.
In 2014, RUFORUM signed a cooperation agreement with the African Union to support the implementation of the new Science, Technology and Innovation Strategy for Africa 2024.
I listened very carefully to all the things you asked me to take to our heads of state and to the Commission, and I will faithfully do that on your behalf.
No one could have anticipated that by 2016, the network would have 60 member universities committed to high-quality, relevant programs spanning the African continent.
RUFORUM has assisted a lot in terms of quality of training, the academic staff mobility.
It is a kind of very big university in which other universities are involved.
RUFORUM has trained well over 2,000 African postgraduate scientists, mobilized more than $98 million in resources, and developed more than 300 technologies that have reached more than 1 million farmers.
With the extra money that I have gotten from the farm, enabled me to educate my children.
With the money, he can pay university.
Production is high. That's why I am saying we need some orientation and we need the export market.
This is big business.
RUFORUM is reaching out more actively to the private sector and promoting entrepreneurship.
The focus for agricultural research has been on increasing agricultural productivity. Right now, it's an issue about commercializing agriculture.
It is probably the fastest Kenyan who took French bean fresh from HCD depot straight to the factory.
Growth in Africa has been driven by commodities. Where is the value addition that will create jobs, that will create income?
This is why RUFORUM believes that there is a need to see how universities themselves can begin to transform themselves, and therefore the technologies and the innovations will be available to stimulate growth.
RUFORUM looks forward to working closely with all our partners, universities, graduates, farmers, business, and national, regional, and international agencies to accelerate our growth and impact and build the Africa we want.